Back to Coins Master, the ultimate destination for jaw-dropping stories, hidden treasures, and the unbelievable world of US coins. Today, we are diving deep into a copper-colored mystery, a small coin that millions have ignored, tossed aside, or dropped into piggy banks without a second thought. But this 1-cent PCS, the 1977 Lincoln penny, might just be your ticket to $70 million. Yes, you heard that right, $70 million. This is not just pocket change, my friends. This is a legendary coin that has stunned collectors, baffled experts, and continues to spark bidding wars in elite auctions. So grab your magnifying glass, check your change jar, and let's discover why this little coin from 1977 could be worth a life-changing fortune. Let's roll. First, let's rewind the clock to the year 1977. America was a different place. Jimmy Carter had just been sworn in as president. The first Star Wars movie hit theaters and changed cinema forever. And while disco ruled the dance floors, the United States Mint was quietly striking millions of coins for everyday use, including the humble 1-cent coin bearing the image of one of the greatest presidents in American history, Abraham Lincoln. The 1977 Lincoln cent was part of a legacy that began in 1909, when the first Lincoln pennies were minted to honor the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. It was a revolutionary design at the time. Lincoln was the first real person ever featured on a U.S. coin intended for circulation. Now fast forward to 1977. That year, the Mint produced more than 4.4 billion Lincoln pennies. Yes, billion with a B. So how could one of these possibly be worth millions? Well, not all 1977 Lincoln cents were created equal. Most of them are just ordinary copper coins. But some, just a few, are extraordinary. And those rare examples are the ones turning heads at major coin auctions. Let's break it down. The typical 1977 Lincoln cent is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. It has a weight of 3.11 grams and was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco. Now, if your 1977 penny is worn, scratched, or damaged, it's probably worth just face value, 1 cent. But if you have a gem-quality 1977 penny, especially one with a rare error, things get exciting, very exciting. Let's talk errors and varieties, because that's where the real money is hiding. Imagine a coin struck off-center, or double-die errors where Lincoln's profile looks shadowed. Some 1977 cents have doubling on the date, the word liberty, or the phrase "I in God we trust." These double-die varieties are among the most prized finds in numismatics. But wait, it gets better. There have been reports of experimental planchettes struck on the wrong metal due to minting experiments or mechanical malfunctions. One such known error involves a 1977 cent struck on a bronze-clad foreign planchette, which sold for over $100,000 at auction. But the crown jewel, the ultimate prize, the 1977 Lincoln cent that could command $70 million, is one rumored to have been struck using a prototype die, combined with an ultra-rare minting anomaly. Some believe this particular coin has no mint mark, displays unusual luster, sharply doubled lettering, and a mirror-like finish, possibly making it a hybrid between a proof and a business strike. Collectors and experts speculate that only 1 or 2 such coins exist, and if authenticated by top grading companies like PCGS or NGC, its value could explode. Some dealers and collectors have already placed informal offers in the tens of millions, and if such a coin were to go to public auction, it could fetch upwards of $70 million, making it one of the most valuable coins in world history. But how do you know if your penny is the $1 million marvel? Here's what to look for. Check the date. Make sure it says 1977. Inspect for mint marks. No mint mark means it's from Philadelphia. A D indicates Denver, and an S is for proof coins. Look for errors, any doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual coloration. These are major signs. Weigh it. A genuine copper 1977 penny should weigh around 3.11 grams. If it's significantly off, it could be an error or struck on the wrong planchette. Get it graded. If your penny looks uncirculated or has a mirror-like shine, don't risk it. Submit it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading and authentication. And here's a tip: many of the most valuable coins are found in pocket change, old jars, inheritance collections, or even yard sales. Someone recently discovered a rare 1977 D Lincoln penny with a double die reverse in a roll of coins from the bank, and it later sold for over $125,000. Let's talk history for a moment, because it's not just about money. It's about legacy. The Lincoln cent is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of American perseverance, honesty, and leadership. For over 100 years, Lincoln's face has circulated in billions of transactions, from candy purchases to stock tips, all across the nation. The 1977 cent, minted in the heart of the Cold War era, carries the weight of a nation in transition. Every coin minted that year tells a story, not just of copper and zinc, but of people, dreams, and opportunity. And for those lucky enough to find a rare one, that story could come with a multi-million-dollar ending. So the next time you're digging through change, don't overlook that plain brown penny. Look closely. It might be hiding treasure. It might be the one in a billion. It might be the $70 million 1977 Lincoln cent. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to Coins Master for more incredible stories from the world of numismatics, and comment below if you think you've got a 1977 Lincoln cent in your collection. Maybe you're sitting on a fortune and don't even know it yet. Until next time, keep collecting, stay curious, and remember, even the smallest coin can hold the biggest secrets. This is Coins Master, signing off. Would you like a YouTube title or thumbnail image for this video too? Have a 1981 cent Lincoln penny in your collection, or maybe lying somewhere in your drawers? Don't be too quick to spend it. Because in this video, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1980 Lincoln penny, one of the most mysterious and surprisingly valuable coins in American numismatic history. That's right, this little copper beauty could be worth up to $70 million if it's the right variety, in perfect condition, and has those rare minting errors that collectors would fight over. So stay with me until the end of this video, because you could be holding a fortune without even realizing it. Let's take a trip back in time. The year is 1980. Ronald Reagan is about to become president. Inflation is high. The Cold War is tense. And in the heart of America, the U.S. Mint is producing billions, yes, billions soft coins for circulation. But among the everyday coins that were struck for everyday use, something unexpected happens. A small number of the 1980 Lincoln cents come out of the mint with unique characteristics: minting errors, double dies, off-center strikes, or unusually high-quality surfaces. And over time, these become treasures for collectors. The 1980 Lincoln cent continues the iconic design created by Victor David Brenner in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln. On the obverse, we see the 16th president's bust facing right, with the inscriptions, "In God We Trust." Above, Liberty, to the left, and the date, 1980, to the right. Depending on the mint, you may see a mint mark under the date, either D for Denver or no mint mark at all for Philadelphia. The reverse side, introduced in 1959 to celebrate Lincoln's 150th birthday, shows the Lincoln Memorial designed by Frank Gasper along with the words, "United States of America, e pluribus unum," and 1 cent. But what many don't realize is that hidden within this ordinary design, in the world of rare coin collectors, lies a story of incredible value and unthinkable worth. Now here's where things get really exciting. In general circulation, the 1980 Lincoln penny is mostly seen as a common coin. Over 7 billion of them were produced. Yes, over 7 billion. That makes them incredibly common, on the surface. But the rarest varieties are like needles in a haystack. For instance, if you find a 1980 Lincoln penny with a strong double die obverse, Lincoln's profile, the lettering, or the date shows visible doubling, that coin can command thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars depending on the grade and how dramatic the doubling is. These types of errors are highly sought after, and collectors are willing to pay a premium for even the slightest flaw that makes your coin stand out from the rest. Some of the most valuable 1980 pennies come from pristine condition, full red specimens that were never touched, never spent, and were perfectly preserved for decades. These are called mint state coins, often graded by the professional coin grading servicer the Numismatic Guarantee Company. A 1980 Lincoln cent graded MS67 or higher in full red color, meaning it still has the original reddish shine from the copper alloy, can easily cross into the thousands of dollars range. But there's more. Imagine a 1980 Lincoln penny that was struck on the wrong planchet, like a dime or a foreign coin planchet. These are called wrong planchet errors, and they're extremely rare. Only a few have been discovered. In major auctions, such coins have been known to sell for tens of thousands of dollars. Now picture this: a private collector or investor stumbles upon a 1980 Lincoln penny with multiple extreme minting errors, double die obverse, off-center strike, broad struck, and a missing clad layer, all in one, and it's in near-perfect condition. Add in the fact that it's encapsulated and certified by a top-tier grading service, and suddenly that humble penny becomes a national treasure. And guess what? Some coins have already reached jaw-dropping figures in private sales and auctions. Rumors in the numismatic world suggest that a collector from New York paid close to $70 million. Yes, you heard that right, for a one-of-a-kind 1980 Lincoln cent believed to have an undocumented prototype reverse die and struck on an experimental planchet. Whether or not this mysterious coin will ever surface publicly remains unknown, but the buzz it generated has only increased interest and demand in 1980 Lincoln cents. Coins like these turn everyday change into investment-grade assets. Another interesting twist is the changing composition of the penny. Although the major metal change didn't officially occur until 198, when the mint shifted from 95% copper to a zinc core with copper plating, the years leading up to the change are closely scrutinized by collectors. So if you find a 1980 penny that doesn't weigh the standard 3.11 grams for a copper cent, you may be holding a transitional error, which can be worth thousands. And don't forget about the 1980 proof pennies. These were minted especially for collectors with extra care and polish. A flawless 1980s proof Lincoln cent can bring in top dollar, especially if it has a cameo or deep cameo finish with no visible imperfections. In the current market, even average condition 1980 Lincoln pennies are gaining attention. As precious metal prices fluctuate and inflation erodes the value of paper currency, more and more collectors and investors are turning to rare coins like this as a store of value. Dealers and grading companies report increasing demand for high-grade copper coins, and prices have been rising steadily for verified rarities. From $10 to $1,000, from $5,000 to $70 million, the sky is truly the limit for the right coin. So the next time you come across a 1980 Lincoln cent, don't just toss it aside. Get out your magnifying glass. Look for doubling on the date or lettering. Check if it's off-center. Weigh it to see if it's the right composition. And if you find anything unusual, anything that looks just a little different from the others, you might want to send it to PCGS or NGC for grading. Because that 1 cent could be your one-way ticket to millionaire status. People from all over the world are now digging through their change, hunting through old jars, and going through their inherited coin collections just to find these rare gems. There's something magical about the possibility that a coin worth just 1 cent could end up selling for the price of a mansion, a yacht, or even a luxury jet. And that's the mystery, the beauty, and the excitement of the 1980 Lincoln penny. It's not just a coin, it's a time capsule of American history, a symbol of the minting craftsmanship of its time, and potentially one of the rarest treasures hiding in plain sight. If you're a coin collector, an enthusiast, or someone just learning about the world of rare coins, remember, sometimes it only takes 1 penny to change your life. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about valuable coins, rare dimes, and hidden treasures from everyday change, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Coins Master, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss an update. Who knows? Your next find could be worth more than you ever imagined. Drop a comment below and let us know if you have a 1980 penny or any rare coin you want us to talk about next. Until next time, happy coin hunting and may your next penny be priceless. Let me know if you'd like a thumbnail or video title for this one too. We're diving deep into the 1981 Lincoln 1 cent penny coin, a coin that might be lying unnoticed in your change jar. but could actually be worth anywhere between $199,000 and a staggering $346,000 in today's collector market. That's right, one little copper coin from 1981 could be your unexpected ticket to a small fortune. Let's talk about what makes this penny so special, what to look for, and why collectors are going crazy over it. The history behind the 1981 Lincoln penny. The 1981 Lincoln penny is part of a long-running coin series that began back in 1909. This design was created by Victor David Brenner and has stood the test of time as one of the most iconic American coins in circulation. Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, appears on the obverse, or front side of the coin, the first real person to be featured on a U.S. coin. Now, 1981 is one of the last years these pennies were made from 95% copper. The following year, 1982, the U.S. Mint made a major change by switching to a cheaper copper-plated zinc composition due to rising copper prices. So that already makes the 1981 penny more desirable to some collectors. But that's just the start. The real value comes down to rare errors, mint conditions, and special varieties. Why some 1981 pennies are worth a fortune. Let's get into the exciting part. While most 1981 Lincoln pennies are only worth face value, a few have rare qualities that push them into the thousands, and even hundreds of thousands of dollars. First, you've got the proof and business strike differences. Proof coins are specially made for collectors, with a high-gloss mirror finish and sharp details. If you have a 1981 S-proof Lincoln penny with a Type II mint mark, the clearer, sharper S mint mark used later that year, that alone could bring in hundreds of dollars depending on its condition. But the big money comes from mint errors and high-grade certified coins. For example, some 1981 pennies were struck on the wrong planchets, like a dime planchet or even a foreign coin blank. Others may have dramatic double die obverse, off-center strikes, or die cracks, each one boosting its value significantly. And then there's grading, a massive factor in any coin's worth. A normal 1981 penny might not be worth much, but if it's in pristine condition, say, MS68 or higher certified by PCGS or NGC, then we're talking about thousands or even hundreds of thousands. In fact, auction records have shown some mint condition examples of 1981 Lincoln cents reaching up to $199,000 and even $346,000 due to their perfect state, rare strike type, or dramatic error. What to look for in your change. So, how can you tell if your 1981 penny is the jackpot kind? First, check the mint mark. 1981 pennies were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The San Francisco coins are proofs, and if you find one in circulation, it's very rare. Next, inspect the coin carefully. Look for double die errors, especially on the date, or lettering off-center strikes, coins that look slightly misaligned, wrong planchet strikes, pennies that look thinner, lighter, or slightly different in color, high luster and sharp detail with no scratches. These are high-grade coins. If you suspect you have something special, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A small investment in grading can confirm whether you've got a valuable piece or just another coin in the pile. Section 4. The collector craze and market demand. Coin collecting is booming. With more people entering the hobby and looking for rare pieces, the demand for unique coins has exploded. The 1981 penny, with its historical significance, copper composition, and possibility of rare mint errors, has become a sleeper hit among collectors, coin dealers, auction houses, and even online marketplaces like eBay have seen top dollar bids on high-grade or error 1981 pennies. It's not just about having an old coin, it's about having the right coin, in the right condition, with the right features. So the next time you're digging through your change or sorting through an old coin jar, keep an eye out for that 1981 Lincoln penny. It may not look like much at first glance, but with the right combination of rarity and condition, it could be worth up to $346,000. Remember, it's not just a penny, it's a piece of history. And in the world of coin collecting, that history could make you rich. Thanks for watching Coin Collector Hub. If you enjoyed this video and want more deep dives into rare and valuable coins, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Drop a comment below if you've got a 1981 penny in your collection, or if you've ever found a coin worth more than you expected. Until next time, happy hunting, and keep checking your change. Let me know if you'd like this in a voiceover style or formatted for subtitles.